Cataract and glaucoma coexist frequently. It is more in old age and difficult to manage. Surgical options are cataract extraction, combined cataract and glaucoma surgery, and two-stage procedure. Phacotrabeculectomy is the ideal option for combined cataract and glaucoma surgery. In the developing country, phacotrabeculectomy is not a justified technique because of limitation of facility. On the other hand, combined conventional cataract extraction and trabeculectomy provide more postoperative complication, and also long-term postoperative IOP control is not as satisfactory as phacotrabeculectomy. In this surgical video, I would like to describe a simple procedure of combined trabeculectomy with manual small incision cataract surgery using a modified technique which is suitable in the developing country where phacotrabeculectomy is not possible. A fornix-based conjunctivo-Tannons flap was made. An adequate area of conjunctiva was separated from the scleral surface for good filtration. A 4 mm based partial thickness triangular scleral incision was made, and the incision was extended on either side in M-shaped fashion. A partial thickness scleral flap was made up to clear cornea, and the flap was extended on either side to have a sclerocorneal tunnel of 6 to 7 mm width. A 2 by 1 mm deep scleral block was marked for proposed deep block excision. Anterior chamber entry was made at the anterior end of the scleral tunnel with a 3.2 mm keratome. Anterior chamber was reformed with methyl cellulose. The tunnel was extended on either side to have an adequate area for nucleus extraction. Anterior capsulotomy was done using continuous curvilinear capsulorhexis technique. Hydrodissection of the lens was done to separate and rotate the nucleus into the anterior chamber. The nucleus was delivered by using an irrigating vectis or viscoexpression. The residual cortical matter was removed by using Simcoe cannula. Intraocular lens was placed in the capsular bag and dialing was done for proper centration of the lens. Deep scleral block was excised. A broad-based peripheral iridectomy was done. A scleral flap was apposed with a single stitch with 10-0 nylon suture at the apex of the triangular scleral flap. Anterior chamber washed out was done with a Simcoe cannula. Conjunctiva was apposed with continuous watertight stitch with 10-0 nylon suture. At the end of the surgery, anterior chamber was well formed with good centration of the intraocular lens and diffuse bleb with non-leaking wound.